to make 2 macaroni salads, 2 of my very favorites. One has got tuna fish in it, and we used to eat it all the time growing up. It was super simple. I might add a couple of extra things to it just for fun. And then the other is going to be a Greek macaroni salad. And I'm using macaroni salad because everybody has it. Lots of times when you buy the Greek pasta salad, it's like with bow tie pasta. But today we're just using elbow macaroni. All right, so I'm going to put this in my pot over here. We're also going to boil a couple of eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this macaroni. We're just going to cook it per the package directions. And I was just reading it. Okay, so I don't know if I want to cook this whole 16-ounce container of macaroni. Let me just see how many cups is in it. 1, 2. I don't want to make a ton of pasta salad because it's just me, and Chris won't eat this. So if you're like me and you're just making this for you, I'm going to make these recipes smaller. And that way we don't have to cook way too much, okay? So I'm just going to turn this up. When you make pasta, you don't want to add oil because it makes your salt slide off of there. So you're just going to put in just a pinch of salt when you're boiling it. And then we're going to drop a couple of eggs right quick. I got my water boiling. And you want to start those with boiling water. Now, I've got very fresh eggs that I've just gotten from the chickens. So I'm going to poke a hole in them. It's good to have everybody on tonight. I'll just show you how I do it right quick. Bring my water to a boil. And I get my egg. And I use this because it's super sharp. And I just put a little tiny hole in the bottom. You just have to kind of press it a little bit. You got to be kind of forceful with it to get it through there. And then I'll drop it down in here with a spoon. I'm just going to boil 2 eggs. I think that'll be enough. We'll use one of my blue eggs. And we'll set the timer on these. I knew if I boiled them ahead of time, they might not look beautiful, so I waited until everybody was on. I'm going to add just a little bit of water to this and turn them up a little bit because I have been waiting for the storm to come through. All right, here we go. So we got that going. I'm going to set a timer over here for, let's say, 8 minutes, I guess. We'll do 7 for the macaroni. Chris is not here. Okay. Now we're going to get over here and start chopping up stuff. I didn't prep a lot because, I mean, this should go pretty quick. So I didn't prep a lot. I'm going to show you what all I got to go in these things. See if y'all can see me. Pretty good. Let me tilt it just a little bit up. And I think that's fine. All right. So I've got green onion. Green onion is going to go in both of them. Both the salads. I've got tomato. It'll go in both of them. Now, anything you don't like, you can omit, of course. I've got cucumber, which will be going in the Greek salad. That's a raw egg. We don't need that on the counter. And I've got some pepper. I had 1 bell pepper from the garden, so I thought I'd throw a little bit of that in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and chop this up right quick. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. And we have gotten tons of rain today. I think it said on the Weather Channel that we got 2 or 3 inches of rain, and we were expected to get 1 or 2 more inches in some areas. And so that's a lot of rain. I've been waiting all day for it to stop raining and storming so I could go live. And y'all, I had to wait till 6:30 just for the storms to clear out. Because if I don't wait and the power goes off, then it ruins my life, and I don't like that. So we're going to take this cucumber and cut it up. And I'm just going to square it off in little cubes. So I guess you could say it's chopped. And I don't want to put cucumber in my tuna salad, but I am going to put some celery in it. So if you're just coming in, we are making 2 macaroni salads. Both of them are going to be delicious. They're really good lunch ideas to take with you to lunch. If you have to pack your lunch before you go to work, my kids do. Or if there's just one or two of you at home for lunch every day and you get tired of eating the same old, then maybe you could try these. Okay? So this is our green onion, and it's going to go in both the salads because it's delicious. And I'm going to split it right down the middle so that it's not real big in the salads. Now, when I go to Publix, they have a Greek pasta salad. I love it. It is ridiculous high. Y'all, it is really ridiculous high. And I thought, I went to Publix yesterday. I almost picked it up, and I said, no, I'm going to go home, and I'm going to make me my own salad. Because I got all the stuff to do it, why not just make one? So that's what we're doing. It's one of the reasons I'm doing this, because I wanted one. And I said, I don't care if I don't have bow tie pasta. Why go and buy pasta extra when I have all this macaroni pasta? There's absolutely no reason for you to do that. I'm going to cut down the middle of the celery. And this is going to give our salad a crunch. And I'm just prepping all of this at one time. And then when it's time to put the salads together, we'll figure out what's going to go in it. Okay? We're just prepping while our pasta gets done. So this is celery. I like the crunch of celery in salads. I went through my salad cookbook before I did this, and they had homemade dressings and stuff. And y'all, I'm just going to throw it together simple. So I hope y'all like it. I'm cooking like Mama would. Not even cooking out of a cookbook. I've got feta cheese, and then you got tomato. All right, so our tomato, I've got a tomato knife we'll use. And I love tomato in both of these salads. So we are going to have it in both salads. It is delicious in both of them. I have to stop talking just for a second, just so that I could think. All right. This tomato is really juicy. So it's going to add some juice to the salad. I got to be careful with it. Now, you can actually take tomatoes and hull out the middle and stuff the tomatoes with a tuna fish salad or a chicken salad and serve them that way. If you've got some girlfriends coming over and you want to have something kind of girly, you could do that. It's really pretty to do, and it's not hard, and you just stuff the tomato, just cut the top of it off and hull it out and just stuff it with your chicken salad and then serve it on a lettuce bed. And it's really pretty, and they'll get a kick out of it. All right. Now, I think I might want more tomato, probably, because I love it. I'm going to cut up at least a half of another one. I know this is not a big recipe because I'm not making it for a crowd. I'm making it for me. But I love stuff like this. I love to be able to go to the refrigerator and just open up the refrigerator and scoop out something and eat and go on about my day. You know, yesterday I rolled up ham. I just rolled up sliced ham from the deli. I rolled it in a roll and then put a piece of cheese in the roll and then grab some crackers separate, and that's what I ate. I like to eat like that. I do. Let's check this out over here. We got 21 seconds left on our timer. And I don't think this macaroni is quite ready. So, I want it to be done for macaroni salad. So, I'm going to put it on 3 more minutes. Timer. 3. Start. All right. Now, we're going to open up our tuna fish. Now, when I was a kid, we would make tuna fish macaroni. Mama did it all the time in the summer to feed us. And me and my sister did it when we were single. We loved it. Now, I've got a tuna in water. I've also got a solid albacore tuna in water. But that's always a little drier. It's up to you whichever one you want to use. If you want to combine them and use more than 1 can of tuna, you can if you're making more of this. I'm just going to use my old tuna fish in water one. I want it to taste like it used to. And this is how Mama bought it. Now, some of y'all, Mama sometimes, every once in a blue moon, would buy it in oil, but not very often. Now, I'm going to drain it a little bit. And I'm just going to set that right here. And we'll use it in a minute. Get me a couple of paper towels. So when I was growing up, my mama had a series of cookbooks, and they're Southern Living Cookbook series. And this one includes appetizers. It's a salad one. It includes appetizers. I don't know if your mom had these or not, or if you have them. But they were put out by Southern Living and I believe Progressive Farmer, if I'm not. Let's see. Anyway, I love these things. They are just a bunch of recipes from ladies. And most of them are coming out of the South, Texas, Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama. Those areas are where they're mostly out of. And there's a whole series to them. And I've always loved them. And so I looked through that today. So if you can't ever decide on something, they really didn't give me any bright ideas for this. So I'm just doing it my way. I have got some Greek olives that we're going to use in the Greek salad instead of opening up some black ripe olives. And that way I can use these. I mean, they're fine. Let me get me I always like to smell stuff, y'all. Some people probably think I'm crazy. And that's all right. So I'm just going to slice up some olives right quick. And once I get all this stuff out, I will bring y'all up a little closer once I get it all ready. Okay, 3 minutes is up. Maybe I'll bring y'all up now. Y'all probably seen enough of me, haven't you? Probably seen enough of me. All right, I'll let y'all watch me drain the pasta. And we're going to rinse it some. And we're going to do the eggs as well. Go ahead and turn it. I know that some of y'all don't like for me to rinse my pasta. I won't rinse. I'll rinse my eggs first. And then, so what you do is you start your eggs in hot water, boiling water, and then you rinse them in real cold water. And I like to put some ice in them. Let me grab some ice and throw in here. We'll just let those sit right there. And some ice. How you like these nice live videos? If I make a mistake, y'all get to see it when I'm live. All right, here's our macaroni. Now we're going to see my bottom of my bowl to start with. But there ain't nothing I can do about that. And let me get me a spatula, spoon, whatever you call it. Spatula spoon. Now see, if I were making my macaroni salad, I have a big macaroni salad recipe in my first cookbook. But that's not what I'm making. Well, poo. That did not come out. Because it's sticking. You want it to stick. You want it to stick because then it sticks to your good sauce. So that's why you don't want to put oil in your macaroni. You want it to be starchy because you want everything to stick to it. But now, with macaroni salad, it probably wouldn't hurt us just to rinse it. I know some of y'all gonna have a fit, but I don't want it to be too hot. All right, that's good. That's plenty of macaroni. Sure is. So we're going to use one in one bowl and one in the half of it in one bowl and half of it the other. Happy, would you please get out of my way? My dog is in my way. All right. So, let's see. Where should y'all be? Right here, I guess. I don't have my man here helping me. All right. That should do it. Okay. So, for the Greek, that's a soft one. We're just going to slice some of these in here. These are Greek olives, if you're wondering. And if you don't want to slice your olives, of course, you can just use the canned kind. Now, nobody in my family likes olives. My immediate family. I think one of my kids, I think May will eat them. I can't remember which one eats them, y'all. I think it's May. I love them. Chris don't like them. And me and Melissa have always loved them. Now, Melissa loves them more than I do. Melissa can just drink. My sister, I have two brothers and one sister. And my sister and I are 15 months apart. We're both 56 years old right now. Her birthday is May 17th. And on May 17th, she'll be 57. So we are both 56 years old right now. We're born so close to each other. It was very nice having somebody that close to you growing up. We shared the same bed. And so we're really close. Don't it seem like you lived at home with mom and daddy forever? And then me and Chris have been married 25 years. And I didn't live with mom and daddy, but not even close to that long. It's just weird. All right, I think that's enough olives. Now, a lot of y'all probably thinking, why didn't you have everything cut up? Because it wouldn't have been a very good video. It would have just been me mixing it up and it would have been done. There wouldn't have been much to it, in other words. All right. Now, you can use an Italian dressing to do this, or you can use a mixture of your own dressings. I am one that I don't like a lot of dressing on nothing, not even my not even my lettuce salads. I'm gonna put this olive juice in here. I really don't. So I'm trying to decide what I want to put in here with it. Okay, all my cucumber go in here. Half of my onion. a lot of my tomato. And I'm not really measuring y'all. I didn't really want to have to give y'all a recipe. I like to cook without recipes sometimes. Y'all can just write everything down. This is how Publix is. That's the ingredients they put in theirs, and then their pasta. And then I think they just use a little Italian dressing on it, and that's it. That's all there is to it. So we're going to add our macaroni. And they use, like I said, bow tie pasta. Boy, it's hot. Now let's toss it. Oh, let me give you some dressing, and then we'll toss it. And then we'll put our cheese on it. We got to put feta cheese in it. Now, the feta cheese has a lot of flavor, too. Let me grab my dressing. I don't even know if I have any Italian dressing open. I've got Caesar. Hey, let's use Caesar. If I had some Greek, I'd use it, but I don't have any Greek. I've got Caesar. Let me go look and see if I might have Greek in a bottle. I've got balsamic vinaigrette. Balsamic vinaigrette. Ranch. Should we use the vinaigrette? Or the Caesar? What do y'all think? Vinaigrette or Caesar? Let's do Caesar. Well, let's do both. Why not? We'll put a little bit of this. Whoa! That was quite a bit, Tammy. Too much for me. Some of y'all probably think, well, that's not too much for me, but I don't like a lot of dressing. That will be more than enough for me. Just enough to make it taste good. Oh, it smells so good. All right, let's put a little bit of this in it. The eggs go in the other one, if you're wondering. They don't go in this one. I already shook this up, so we're just going to splatter some in there. And this is my Greek macaroni salad. I will be able to just grab it out of the refrigerator and have it for lunch or even dinner when Chris is not around. I love it. The kids love it to take to work. And I didn't have to spend. If I had bought this much at Kroger, y'all, I'm not kidding. I am not exaggerating, y'all. Not Kroger. At Publix. They have a square about this big. The square is about that deep, but they only fill it that full of macaroni salad, of the Greek salad. They want $5 for it. This thing would probably be, no kidding, 4 of those. At the grocery store, this would cost me almost $20. And I had all the stuff to make it here at home already. So it's crazy not to make your pasta salads. There it is. All right, we're going to start our next one. Are y'all ready? Let's go ahead and do our eggs. I got me an egg chopper the other day. I dumped my eggs in my dishwater. I always do something crazy when I'm live. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to get my eggs out of here. I got to find them in my water. And we're gonna peel these and let me scoot y'all back a little bit. I got y'all close today. Close. Gotta make sure not get a shell in there. Y'all see how easy that peeled? As easy as pie. The egg is not quite all the way done. I might zap it in the microwave for 2 seconds because I like my eggs to be done. I know a lot of y'all like your eggs just like that. I don't. I can't help it. I just like them done. So it won't hurt them one bit for me to throw it in the microwave for 2 seconds. Well, really about 30 seconds. And then that middle will be done. I'm going to throw it in there while we're doing something else. 30 seconds. See if it gets them done in 30 seconds. All right. For this one, oh, we got to put our feta cheese on our Greek salad. I bet a lot of y'all were hollering that, and I didn't even know it. This feta cheese is actually chili lime feta cheese. I picked it up. It was buy one, get one free, and they were sold out of the regular, and I got this anyway because feta cheese costs a lot. Maybe that's why it's so high to buy this salad. I want some of the crumbles out of the bottom. Make sure you dig down in there and get you some good crumbles. And here's our feta cheese going on our salad. Yummy. Oh, that smells so good. Now then. It's smoking hot. Smoking hot. All right, for our tuna salad. Oh, my bowl is in the thing. For the tuna salad, we're going to mix up just a little bit of mayonnaise. Yeah, I hear you pitching the fit in there. Now, if you want low fat, you can use cottage cheese. You can use ranch dressing. You can use, well, this is Caesar. You could use some ranch dressing. It would be good. But we just used mayonnaise when we were growing up for this salad. That's all we used. Salt and pepper, mayonnaise. Really mainly pepper because there's lots of salt in the mayonnaise. I might need to salt that other salad, but I won't know until I taste it. Now, if you want it to be a little bit more like Thousand Island, you can add just a dab of chili sauce to it. I'm going to. You don't have to. When I say a dab, I mean a dab. A little dab to do it. Now, this ain't hot chili sauce. That's sriracha. That would be sriracha. Now we're going to throw our eggs in there. Some of them. Some of them will go in the salad. Some of them will go in there. I'm going to taste it. Y'all. A little boring. But I think it'll be fine once the tuna juice gets in there. Okay. Tuna goes in here. Can of tuna. The little bit of egg that's left. The celery. The onion. The little bit of tomato. Bell pepper. Now, I don't put cheese in this, but if y'all want cheese, you can always put some in it. Your macaroni. And we're going to put this in there. If you want to know about how much mayonnaise I used, it was probably about a 1/3 cup at least. Wasn't quite a 1/2 cup. And like I said, you can substitute ranch dressing for this. You can substitute little sour cream in it to get rid of some of that mayonnaise. You could substitute what else? Cottage cheese is a good substitute if you like it. I love it. You can whip it and it doesn't look curdled as much if that bothers you. So this is a tuna macaroni salad. And when we were growing up, me and my sister would we would just make some macaroni and cheese. That's what we liked. We would make macaroni and cheese out of a box and add a can of tuna to it, and we loved it. But now this is good too. Tuna macaroni salad. We kind of made a mess in here, but look, we got lots of salad, and I only made 2 cups of macaroni. I'm glad I didn't make that other macaroni, y'all. It would have just been too much. Now, some of y'all would want cheese in that, but I don't care for cheese in it. We're going to taste both of these and see if they need salt. I'm getting a lot of squash out of the garden. I think I have got to make y'all some squash. It's time for squash season. Oh, the other day when I was live out on the porch, one of y'all told me the color of your lipstick that you use with L'Oreal's Sienna lip liner. I bought it, and this is it. Isn't it beautiful? I forgot the name of it already. You know who you are. You told me the name of this one, and then you said the other one you couldn't put on there because it was too risque. And oh my gosh, this is pretty. Let me go get it in case some of you ladies want to know what name it is. Okay, here I come. I bought 2 colors. I haven't tried this other color yet, just because I was researching. This one is called 808. It's a pearl lipstick, which I love pearl lipsticks. Always have. It is by L'Oreal, and it's called Dirty Shirley. Dirty Shirley. I love it. But there you have it. If you're wondering what kind I got on today. I bought this. I wanted to try it. It's one of those that don't come off all day long. And it's a real deep, it's royal. And I'll wear it the next time I come on here, and we'll see how it looks. Now let's try these. So lots of times I listen to y'all when y'all comment. I can't always respond right back. Remember, the tuna is also salty. That looks so good to me. That one needs salt. Let's put some salt in it. Let's taste the other one. It tastes delicious, though. Delicious. All right, I'm going to toss the cheese in this one a little bit. All right. This one will be a little saltier, probably because of the olives. We'll see. No. For me, the olives are so salty, and the little bit of dressing that I don't need salt in this one. Now, I don't like as much salt as a lot of people do. So you will just have to salt and pepper to taste these. You can also pepper them. But this one absolutely needs salt because it doesn't have, you know, the salty olives and cheese in it. Cheese is very salty too. So if you add cheese to yours, remember that too with the salt. Let me get a different spoon because I don't want that Greek spoon. Spoon with Greek on it. I'm just going to barely sprinkle a little bit more. Now I use, if you're wondering what kind of salt I use, I never tell y'all that. Let me show you what kind of salt I use. Because I think that it's important for us to get iodized salt. And a lot of people only use sea salt now, and they don't buy iodized sea salt. Well, Morton, and I've been buying this for probably 8 or 10 years. Morton makes an iodized sea salt. Okay. That's the kind of salt I use. It's pretty big. It's not as coarse as kosher salt, but it's coarser than regular table salt. Okay. And that way you do get some iodine in your salt. We do need a little bit of iodine in our diet. And a lot of us don't get it, especially if we went to the other kind of just using sea salt and not using the iodized. Let me taste this. It's so good. Be even better once it's chilled. All right, I'm going to show y'all a couple of things and then we're going to sign off. I got a couple of things. I'll show y'all a couple of things, then we'll go. It has been raining like crazy. I had to go put the chickens up in the pouring down rain, so I did not get the eggs today. But I got a picture, and I hung it in here. I was going to show it to y'all. I got it at Kirkland's. That's part of my Mother's Day. Isn't it pretty? And while I was there, I got the hydrangeas that are kind of orangey to kind of go with it. And I've changed out my stuff in here. I left this out because we're still having a lot of rain this time of year. This is an Avon lady. She's an antique I bought. I think she's so pretty. You have to be so careful with her when you package her. And one of y'all sent me these rocks, so I got them in my kitchen. And then I went to Kirkland's, not Kirkland's, Hobby Lobby, and I got these. I haven't made my floral yet, but I'm going to make some. I'm going to make a bouquet out of it. They were out of everything. They didn't hardly have nothing in there. It was crazy. And that's it. Oh, and Diane, thank you. I finally went to the post office and got my gift that you sent me. She sent me a batter bowl and a rooster trivet. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate it. I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed evening. Hope you've enjoyed making these pasta salads. Great thing to make to keep in the refrigerator for when you're tired. And it's not hard to make them, and they make a lot. So we'll see you next time on Collard Valley Cooks, cooking like Mama did. Bye, y'all. Love ya. I have to figure this out.